Yeah. Looks like I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Live on Twitch. I'm not going to do the madness that Serge does, but I am going to do my job, which is introduce what's happening this evening. A little bit late because I have to run the whole show this evening, so I got to do everything. But yeah, so we're going to be doing the review stream as always here. This is the opposite weekend. We got Whiplash. This was Red's pick from the Spinning of the Wheel, which we will be doing this coming Monday again to now determine the next review stream pick. Monday we'll be doing that. But then, of course, we got Jackbox at 9. We're going to get this fucking show on the road. Without further ado, let me see if I can do this right. All right, wish me luck, guys. All right, here we go. Round of applause. I don't know where that button is. There's a round of applause button that I don't know where it is. We're cheering and shit. All right, then I'm going to hit the take button, so I'll take that shit. Oh, I didn't hit the transition take button, though. So I fucked that up. Oh, well. That's how we're doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're shooting from the hip.
This episode's raw, man.
Raw.
Yeah. You blew it. This is like, you just got horny and just went at it.
Yeah, straight up. Just straight up. I got to remember to hit
we
the
didn't go
button
to dinner.
here
No foreplay. We didn't go to dinner.
To switch the camera. No, that doesn't switch it. How do I switch the camera? Here? There it is. Oh, that's how I switch it. All right, so that's Chuck and Red. We're here this evening for the reviews. We got the Whiplash because Red here, this guy right here, he went ahead and picked it because of the wheel. We spun the wheel, and we fucking, got the movie. And that's how we're here this evening. I hope this music isn't too loud, guys, and I apologize if it is. Let me know in the chat if it sounds terrible or off or anything.
I see the amount of people in the bitch.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. But yeah, so then of course Jackbox at 9. We got some things tonight. We got some articles and stuff that we're gonna go over.
Go over every single thing I sent.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Every individual item, please.
At all, whatsoever. He sent so much. So he's such a good teammate.
That'd be the entire show.
He makes my job hard in that sense, which isn't a bad thing. It's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, so we got the first thing here is Peter Jackson says Amazon's Lord of the Rings TV series ghosted him, allegedly.
Man, that's a terrible love story, bro.
Right? Honestly, if you're not consulting the guy who kind of, brought it to the big screen initially,
That's a girl leaving him for Jeff Bezos.
They're like, look, it's something that needs to be done. I don't understand it, honestly. I really don't. I don't quite get it. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Dude, it's because they're trying to push bullshit down people's throats, and they know he would have been like, "This ain't gonna fly. This ain't what I did. This ain't what I created. This way ain't what I'm about." I guarantee it. I guarantee you, it's gonna be a bad show.
Oh,
I guarantee it.
You think it's
like I'm not gonna go 100% sure, but I'm like 95% sure it's gonna be hot garbage.
Wow.
Yeah. Dude, that is terrible. Like, that news article by itself, like, that says everything almost to me.
All right.
I don't know.
I mean, look.
It's going to be woke garbage, basically.
If they're not, like,
look at the trailer.
Consulting him in the slightest, then it's, yeah.
Not even that, but they even asked for it, and then they just kind of were like, yeah, we're not going to follow through on that. We just had, it's like a formality, you know what I mean?
Right.
But they didn't even follow through with it. Like, you want to actually, like, give us... what is it? They didn't give him the script, right? They didn't even give him a script. He was waiting on it.
Yeah. They're just like, oh, we don't need your help, buddy.
Yeah, they were like, hey, we want you to kind of look over our script and see if it's acceptable or whatever. And then, he's like, okay, cool, shoot it over whenever. And then they never did. Like,
What the fuck?
I think they just wanted to be able to say, like, you know, they got his approval, but without actually doing it, because I think it was so bad. This is just like a theory, obviously, but I'm pretty sure it was so bad, they're probably like, we can't even, like, because the bad publicity they can get out of that if he didn't like it. I don't know.
Let's see. It seems plausible.
Yeah.
Or if he went to go, like, actually fix it, and they, you know, they're like, no, this is what it is. Like,
they didn't like his critiques.
Yeah, we're not gonna make something that
they were like, nah, you know what? Fuck you. All right, fuck you, bro.
I don't know. I just got a bad feeling. There's something off there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I give it a 1 out of 10.
A 1 out of 10. Not even out yet. 1 out of 10.
I've made up my mind. Hey, I do what most people do. So yeah, that's what most people do. They decide before they go into it.
I mean, sometimes that happens.
Just transparent, bro.
And that's the thing. That whole theory though itself is a double-edged sword, because it sometimes helps because you're like, holy shit,
that's true.
This movie is great, and then sometimes it's like it actually confirms that yeah, fuck, why did I go into this?
You'll double hate it because you're like, why did I put myself?
The hate is so much. It goes into seething at that point.
Made me do this.
Like I can't fucking believe it.
There was that glimmer of hope. I went for it.
But yeah, so it's pretty crazy. And then the next thing we got to touch on. It's kind of a combo because it's just everything's just going to shit over there. But Warner Brothers, Warner Brothers did cancel Batgirl, which apparently was just done. Like the movie was done, ready for release.
That sucks.
And they're just like, fuck you. Like this, the merger apparently just destroyed a lot of shit. I mean,
bro, I'm like, I want to go back to like what the Snyder fans were doing, like release the Batgirl movie. You know?
I mean, why not?
Like, yeah, why not?
Release it. I want to see it. If it's trash, I want to see it even more.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, but apparently, what's his name is in it? Brendan Fraser. And you know, like apparently he's a villain in this. So, and Michael Keaton's in it, even if it's only for like a little bit.
Didn't they try to bring Ben Affleck in after that or something?
I have no idea. But that's
Did you see the picture, dude?
He's apparently going to be coming back, though.
Did you see the picture with Michael Keaton? His Batman? Like they released a screen.
Him and Batgirl standing in the same frame.
But who's the dude in the fuck? Is that supposed to be Gordon?
No, that can't be. Like a hippie Gordon.
Who's that fucking dude?
Like maybe instead of arresting these guys, we should talk to them about the problem.
Bro, as a Batman fan, I was sitting there looking at that image like, who the fuck? Like it looks like Scott. You know, Scott's just chilling in the middle of a fucking Batgirl movie. Like, what the fuck is this going on? They're like, Latinx. He's like, what the fuck is that?
No, fucking Scott, if you have to watch it, man, he's not wrong.
I'm not wrong at all.
He's not wrong. Maybe it's like their crossover with The Simpsons and that's Sideshow Bob. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Sideshow Scott, you know.
Sideshow Scott?
Here, I'll show you the image, Chuck, while you
yeah, like, go ahead and show Chuck that shit. Like, you know, like, my thing is, apparently, like, it was pretty much done. Like, that's the reported news, was that it was pretty much done, but because of whatever, the merger, they're deciding to say, fuck it, scrap the shit. Some people are rumors saying that it's just that bad that they didn't want them to release it and have a bad taste in their mouth and shit like that. So, there it is.
Scott makes his appearance.
Show the camera. Show the camera.
That's fucking awesome.
I can't see my phone. There's Scott in the middle. There's Batgirl on, I can't know that's on the right. And then Michael Keaton's Batman's on the other side. And
right.
Then
Scott Trick.
Scott Trick just like, man, what the fuck's going on, man? This Joker dude.
Where are you, Scotty? You need to see that.
Right there.
Here, like, I'll send it to you so you can send it to him. Actually, I got it.
No, that's pretty fucking hilarious, though. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I kind of hope they do release it, because if they put all that work into making it, because, like, I don't know the exact what they mean by it was finished. Like, was it finished and still in post-production, or was it, like, in the can? We can, you know.
It was done.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Like, ready to be released?
Yeah, and everybody that, like, because they're trying to get away from all the shit that, I mean, I actually applaud it, personally. They're trying to, I mean, dude, like, the idea that you're, like, willing to scrap, like, a whole-ass movie because you're like, this shit is cringy. I honestly, like, to me, I'm like, damn, like, that's what big studios should be doing. Like, you have the money to be able to do that. Fucking throw, you know.
So even though they're saying that wasn't the reason, you think that's the reason?
100%. I think people are starting to get away. I think that's why Marvel's slowly doing this, because they're kind of the story's kind of going by the wayside in way of pleasing a certain audience. You know what I'm saying? Certain local audience. Yeah. Like, look at Thor, how demasculated, you know, like
Demasculated?
what's the word? You know.
Is that a word? I mean, if it's a word,
Is that a word?
Like, I don't think
that's not what I'm thinking of.
I don't think I took that way though.
But he's a joke basically now. You know what I'm saying? And like all the female characters around him are super strong. He's basically relegated to a joke. But it's just one example. But it's like, I mean, he's fucking Thor, man. He should be something more than what he is in those movies. I'm sorry.
Well, he's not though. Like, it's like at this point of his juncture, like, you know, like.
Well, I mean, now that's his thing now. That's the shtick. But it's.
I mean, it's Taika Waititi, bro. Like, it's a comedy. Of course he
will.
was.
But the studio's picking the director and the direction. You know.
And I mean, because the Ragnarok was fucking amazing.
Yeah, he killed it with Ragnarok. Why wouldn't they bring him back?
Literally, dude, Love and Thunder is literally a romantic comedy. That's all it is. That is Marvel's romantic comedy. And it's nothing about demasculating. That's all that movie was literally a romantic comedy.
I mean,
it had every fucking trope.
It was about putting Chris Hemsworth in a romantic comedy.
As silly as the tropes were.
But he can play it off because it's Thor. You know?
It
makes sense from a
And here's the
standpoint.
thing.
I like some romantic comedies. I don't like that one.
Well, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, hey, and I get that, you know. I mean,
I like
nothing wrong with that.
The idea of going different genres for your movies and stuff, but like I said, ever since Endgame, I feel like Marvel has slowly been. Even though Chloe, I can't remember the director's name, but the one that did the Eternals.
Yeah.
I feel like she had a lot of control over that movie. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and they kind of have more so too.
Yeah.
So that's what's funny is like,
but
you say that, but it's in coming towards more your alley where they're giving them more control, and you love that shit.
Yeah.
That's what gets your dick hard over there, you know.
Well, it's like, but I mean, it's also like they're failing in a lot of other aspects. Though, you know what I'm saying? Mostly the storytelling.
Well, I think it's because honestly, how the productions got all fucked with COVID and all that shit. Like,
maybe
I personally believe that the timeline was going to be a lot more clearer, but because they had to do what they did and release what they could when they could. Because I don't think this is how it was all originally supposed to be released to begin with. I'm pretty sure if I remember, the shit's been tweaked a few times.
Well, it's like, dude, wasn't the first movie in this phase like a backstory Black Widow? Wasn't that what the first one?
Yeah,
that was the
pretty
first one.
much. Yeah,
yeah, dude. It's like,
and I don't think they expected that to begin with. Well, that one was more so to introduce her sister, and part of which is going to be the Thunderbolts.
We talked about her last time.
Yeah,
Florence Pugh, fucking beast.
Yeah, and she's great. I think she's great. I think what they did with it was great, because you know that's how you like get your little retcon on without doing too bad. You know, like not going too hard in the paint with it. You're like, this is how we kind of like. Oh, she was always there, guys. Don't worry.
Right.
You know, because I don't know. Did you watch Hawkeye, the show?
I haven't seen the only show I saw all the way through was Loki, and then I saw most of what's one was Scarlet Witch.
Oh, the WandaVision.
WandaVision. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was like, but there was an episode where I knew exactly where it was going, and I'm like,
Well, with Hawkeye, she shows up again in Hawkeye. Like she's like that's what they've been doing is laying the groundwork, but it's just taking too fucking long.
What do you think of Miss Marvel?
I could go either way. I mean, I don't not like it, but I'm not like, oh my god.
Because I saw like the mutant scene, thinking, I was like, I'm gonna, and I was like, the second I saw it, I was like, this is like CW shit, bro.
Yeah. And that's all. I was just like, I kind of took that because again, they do their little things, and that's exactly how I took it. I was like, this is their like Disney show.
Yeah.
You know, which after I kind of kept watching it like that, it wasn't as like I don't want to even say bad. It was just
DC has that.
It was
with
okay.
Their literal CW shows.
Right. Exactly.
But I don't like them. I haven't watched one of them. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, honestly, what sucks, I felt bad about that is as I was watching it, I felt bad because everybody around her, honestly, was on a little bit higher of a level of acting than the main person. Not to say she was bad,
but she's a Muslim.
She literally. This was apparently like
why
her.
They cast her. Okay.
Like her. This was apparently like her first role, I guess.
And she's the first mutant.
Yeah, which that's dope as fuck. And that's also, side note, Rampart from Apex, she's in that. Like the chick that voices her, she's the one of the aunties. Which I was like, the moment she started talking, I was like, holy shit! Like that shit punched me in the face. Like the audio was just like, I was like, oh!
So I'll never forget the first time. Sidebar, but like I'll never forget the first time that we were just talking about Sideshow Bob, dude. The woman that voices Bart, the first time seeing her, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, you didn't realize. Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Tommy Pickles, that was another one. Yeah, when you find out who his voice actress was.
I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah, she also did something. I think she was in a movie.
She did a lot.
Dutch. I think she was in Dutch.
Was that E.G. Daily?
It was what's his name? Married with Children. What's his name? I can't.
Ed O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill, and then there was a kid. I forgot who the kid was.
The kid in Married with Children?
No, not just in the movie, because he's like his stepdad or some shit, if I remember correctly. Like Dutch is about him taking his kid, like to take him to the family for like Christmas or some shit, and they go on this road trip. It's a classic road trip movie. It's it was pretty good, honestly.
Bro, did you see that trailer that I sent with the cannibals?
You sent a lot. So
did you watch them though?
Not all of them. Not yet.
Sons of bitches.
But yeah, let me get through this other shit real quick. Also, Ezra Miller, Flash.
Yes.
Okay.
This is my favorite thing of the year.
Oh God! Put some context to that before I get like in trouble. Like, what?
Dude, that's my favorite story of the year. Just like I mean, just like it's fucking.
Just how insane
it's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, it's terrible.
I wouldn't say it's hilarious.
No, it's
bro.
terrible what he did, but it's hilarious for
Jesus
for a
Christ.
studio to be like, dealing with this. I don't know why. It's just like, dude. It's like, dude, just they're telling him, calm down. Just don't do anything crazy. This motherfucker breaks into houses and he's like, dude, you're a fucking millionaire, man.
The fucking Flash.
I thought they couldn't see me.
Like honestly though, like here, like it's what he's doing is not funny.
No,
yes,
the actual actions, the situation's hilarious.
This is like a live movie. This is like a movie come to life.
Dude, the pictures and videos of him are like, what the fuck is this guy? And why did they think this guy had a level head at all from the beginning?
And the thing
think
is,
South
like,
Park
bro,
needs to get on that.
like they're still like, well, maybe we won't cancel this movie.
Well,
I'll give them respect for that.
They
to
would
an
have
extent.
to-
It's like, bro, you kind of like.
it would have to be a huge PR push to we're moving on from Ezra Miller, but we got a new Flash. Maybe set him up at the end somehow or something. I don't even know how, but it's like they got a lot. It's a lot of.
Yeah.
DC multiverse, I guess.
Well, and they've already been doing that too. You know,
they can
so
pull in another Flash.
I
Just kill him off.
But they
and, like,
would
do a
have to
new one.
push they'd have to like let people know like, look, we know this guy's a POS, but you know what I mean, like
we're sorry that he's kind of a piece of shit.
yeah, maybe throw in some scenes that are like little slight digs at him. I don't know, like you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like something, man. But
Shit.
I mean,
I can't,
they're
dude.
the ones that have to deal with that. All that money they spent on that movie, they should have some PR people that can actually like advise them. Because there's some, dude. Honestly, I say to scrap it.
Yeah.
Just fucking, yeah, dude. I want them to do that with all
pull
of
a
these.
Batwoman or Batgirl. and
Do it
scrap that
all,
shit.
man. Just be like, man.
That's
all
why
these-
I'm surprised that didn't get swooped up in there.
Well, that one's 200 million.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That one was 90. This one's 200.
But I'm just saying the money they making hand over fist with multiverses right now. No.
just make 16 Batman movies to make up for it. Okay.
And that's the thing I will say. My condolences to people with the shit going on with them. Just shutting down shit left and right. But damn it, I'm glad multiverses was not one of the things that got caught up in that shit.
True.
Because man, and Monday will be another multiverses Monday because season 1 is officially dropping. It's Monday, so I kind of have to at that point. Rick and Morty come out this month. I'm excited for that. So yeah, but let's get in these fucking trailers. We got trailers. I'm gonna go ahead here and do this and put that there, and then which is the one? Hold on, guys. I'll normally do this, so I'm still trying to figure out. Okay.
I don't normally do this, but
I don't normally do this. But you guys are so great to me. All right, let me stop the music. Put the trailer. And then let me switch it.
no, keep it on.
Wait, where is it? That's not it, guys. That's not it, guys. Hold on. There it is.
Customers total.
How do they turn a profit?
This looks pretty good, man.
I can't hear shit.
What are we eating? A
I
Rolex?
mean, I don't know how to make it higher out here.
You have to
Sorry,
play the
guys.
mouthfeel with the Minion app.
Please don't say mouthful.
I don't know how the
Guys
stream
will be
sounds.
madness. Welcome.
Let me check the
We'll
phone.
endeavor to make your
When do
evening
y'all
as
check it?
pleasant
I got-
as
Man, there's
possible.
nobody like chatting.
Well, we still got people.
Oh, we got some peoples. Hey, let us know. Let us know about that sound.
Welcome to Hawthorne.
Here we are family. We harvest, we ferment, we gel.
I want to raise
We
it out
gel.
here.
He's not just a chef, he's a storyteller. The game is trying to guess what the overarching theme of the entire meal is going to be. You won't know till the end.
Who are you?
I am Margot. Why do you care?
I have to know if you're with us or with them. This menu,
The pictures, they're of us.
this guest list. How do they get these? It's not good. This entire evening.
It's just theater, it's
No
stage
sound?
crap.
We're leaving now.
According to Alf,
Has
yeah.
been painstakingly planned.
Probably this.
What the hell is going on?
We now offer you a
There
45-second
we go.
head start.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's basically the crux of the whole
45
thing.
seconds starts now. This is what you're paying for.
Get out of my way.
It's all part of the menu.
I think I fixed it.
No, we're gonna die tonight. Yes, we are. Yeah.
You told them it was my birthday?
Seemed funny about 3 hours ago.
Sorry that apparently you couldn't hear that most of the way through.
We'll just pretend it didn't happen.
But, you know, shit happens. It'd be like that. All right, so now we're going to go ahead to the next one here, which is this. This one.
Looked interesting though.
This is Chuck's.
pretty
This is
funny.
Chuck's fucking movie right here.
All right.
Me and him are gonna bond on this one.
You think so?
It's the same guy that directed In Bruges, and it brings the two
Call
actors
him
back
Sonny
together.
Larry.
Colin Farrell.
Didn't you and he used to be the best of friends?
We're still the best of friends.
No, you're not.
Who says we're not? Sit somewhere else.
Now, if I've done something to you, just tell me what I've done to you.
When you didn't do anything to me. I just don't like you no more.
You didn't like me yesterday.
Why does he not want to be friends with you anymore? What is he, 12?
What the hell's going on with you, me
And
fecky
that
brother?
guy.
He's done,
Keegan.
Siobhan.
But he's always been done.
The other night, 2 hours you spent talking to me about the things you found in your little donkey shite that day.
Well, it wasn't me little donkey's shite, it was me pony's shite, which shows how much you were listening.
If you don't stop talking to me,
Clever.
and if you don't stop bothering me, I have a set of shears at home, and each time you bother me from this day on, I'll take those shears and I'll take one of my fingers off with them, and I'll give that finger to you until I have no fingers left. Does this make things clearer to you?
Not really, no.
Starting from now. But shush like, Polly. You know, shush like.
Yeah, I'd shush like. Would you not want him to have to do the one finger to see if he was bluffing, like?
No, we wouldn't.
Because worst comes to worst, he can still play the fiddle with 4 fingers, I bet ya.
Going back to your own bag now, Polly.
And talking to me! Are you?
Why aren't you talking to Porrick no more?
That wouldn't be a sin now, would it, Father?
No, but it's not very nice either, is it?
Do you know who we remember for how nice they was in the 17th century?
Who?
Absolutely no one. Yet we all remember the music of the time. Everyone to a man knows Mozart's name.
I don't, so there goes that theory.
Can't be waiting around for any more of this madness.
Let's just call it quits.
We won't call it quits. We'll call it the start.
Yeah, I fucks with it.
I'm about that.
I fucks with it. I think that looks.
It forces
like
you to pay attention because it's got accents. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Or
It
just
does
wait
look
till it
good,
comes
though.
out and then you can watch it with subtitles. What the fuck is that? Why am I hearing things? What is that? No, stop it.
That's your psyche.
That's not. No, we don't. This is why we close tabs. This is why we close tabs. This is why we close tabs. Jesus.
Jesus.
All right. Triangle of Sadness. I don't know what this is.
Is this runway casting for a grumpy brand or a smiley brand?
So it's a grumpy brand, yeah?
Congratulations!
Brand. Show me that Balenciaga look. Okay. Suddenly I'm dressed in something way less
Zoolander?
expensive. It's H&M. Yay! Balenciaga. And H&M. Balenciaga. And H&M.
The fuck?
It looks paid for the tickets. Not bad, huh?
So what do you do?
I sell shit.
The success of a luxury cruise mainly depends on you. And I don't want to hear anybody saying no. It's always, yes, sir, yes, ma'am.
I command you, enjoy the moment.
No,
No?
no,
What?
What the
You
fuck?
say no to me?
no, no.
Oh, so it's yes.
Yeah, no.
Yes?
Going in.
Yes!
The fuck? This way.
The sales. Do you think it's
Hey!
possible to wash
What
them?
I don't think that's possible, ma'am, because this is a motorized vessel.
Yeah.
So we don't have any sails.
It was sales. Yes.
Well then, in that case, we will clean the sails.
Yes.
Of course.
What
Yes.
the fuck? Reds would be finding some of the craziest shit.
I don't know, this is kind of intriguing.
To love.
Wait for it.
To love.
A Russian capitalist. And an American communist.
On a $250 million luxury yacht.
Oh god.
It's going under.
This is really bad. This is really, really bad.
That looks crazy.
That does. That shit
about
looks
that, man.
absolutely wild, man. Absolutely wild. All right. So let me go ahead here and learn with this. And nope. See, I have autoplay off. You piece of shit.
Close the fucking tab.
I'm trying, but I don't want to. I gotta put my music back
Shout out
on,
to Honest
man.
Trailers.
I'm doing a lot of shit over here, Chuck. Man, I'm doing a lot of shit over here, buddy. I put my music back on.
Oh, yeah.
And we're gonna switch this back to the fucking cameras. Nope, that ain't the camera. That's me. There we go. I'm here. Bam. All right, we have the tunnel. There's a lot of fucking fuzzy that showed up. Why come I don't see it on my phone?
Fuzzy.
What the fuck?
A lot of what?
That shit don't make sense. I don't see it on my phone. I gotta bring this music down a little bit, but I can do that on my laptop. So let's do that on my laptop. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to jump into this review for Whiplash. Normally I do the trailer, but we are against the clock a little bit.
Man, what time is it, bro?
Well, I mean, it's 8:38, and I want to do Jackbox at 9. So, but I also don't feel like going through all the shit that I have to go through. So, you know, do what I got to do here. Let me put this music down a little bit. Straight. It kind of works though, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, kind of the right vibe a little bit. All right, I hope this sounds about right. I hope it's not too overpowering, guys. Just let me know in chat if it's overpowering. Anyways, Whiplash is happening. The review we starting at now. Red's it was Red's pick. We got it on the wheel. Matter of fact, about this wheel, you want to get a pick? You want us to review some shit, a movie or a show, like we're about to do?
Yep.
Then come in one day. This Monday coming up. This one coming up.
Oh, he's speaking to the camera.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to me.
No.
I was like,
but it works though. It works. It works. Jazz night. Oh, well, if you watched Whiplash, you would understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
true.
Monday is when I spin the wheel. Every Monday after the review stream, I spin the wheel for the next review. Makes it very simple to remember, And all my shows start at 8. So, if we put it in the chat, if it's in the chat, I put it on the wheel. We spin the wheel, and that's where we're at. So, Without further ado, Red, I want you to go ahead and take it away, man, because you this is your pick.
This movie.
That's not it. No, you go ahead. You do.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So this movie, man, like I'll never forget. Like I forget a lot of things. I'm a forgetful person, but like I'll never forget like the feeling walking out of the theater when I saw this movie. Like the high I
Shout out
got.
to Brand.
Huh?
Shout out to Brand.
Shout out Brand.
What's up, Brand?
Dude, that finale, especially like the way it crescendoed all the way up to that finale, like and how every scene ratchets up. Like, I mean, at the beginning, it's just like, I mean, it's literally like they're zooming in on him from the hallway playing the kit. I mean, you meet the two main characters immediately.
Yeah.
Which is fucking awesome.
The cinematography in that scene was phenomenal.
Yeah. Dude, and he's got Buddy Rich up on the wall, so like, you know, he sees it and he uses it on him later when he says, "You want to be like Buddy Rich?" You know, da-da-da.
Right.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly how he phrased it, but I've seen it so many times. I didn't get to rewatch it for the review, but I've seen it so many times, man. But yeah, every scene just kind of like there's more stakes every time, all the way up to the point where he's literally like beaten down and he's just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do my own solo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like he already ruined his career. Like, he might as well fucking go for it. So, what do you say about it though? The performances are amazing. The cinematography's amazing.
The music's amazing.
The music's amazing. Like, it's a story just about like grit and determination and like to the point of being crazy. Like, it's kind of like this is what Michael Jordan
Getting
is.
pushed
You know what I'm
to
saying?
your
Like,
full
Michael Jordan is
potential.
this guy. For you to get to that full potential, you got to be a fucking nut. You know what I mean? I personally believe that. And you have to go through a ton of adversity. You don't get Michael Jordan's from, you know, just being average. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I think
That's true.
it's like there's a sacrifice, just give and take. You can't, not everybody's gonna be able to do that or want to do that.
That's
But-
also facts.
You know what I mean? Like, but you got to respect it. You got to understand, like, these people are dedicated to the point, you know, he's telling his dad, like, I'm fine with dying at 30, you know? It's like,
Right.
That scene was fucking awesome.
Amazing.
That was one of my favorites.
Mine too.
It was my favorite up till that point, and then I
Yeah.
watched the rest of the movie. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. That's probably how he's going to end up, too. He's probably going to end up dead in his mid-30s, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but he gave everything to his craft. Dude, the conversation he was having with that girl, like, so matter of
Nicole.
fact, just like, you know, yeah, you would get in the way. Yeah, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, there's a lot of questions. Like, it's kind of scary, like, the implications of it, because it's like, dude, basically, like, you got to be a complete asshole if you want to be like a Michael Jordan, for instance. I don't know why I keep using that example, but, you know.
I mean, because
Because that documentary came out too, and everybody knows how crazy he is now. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like, in
yeah.
the best way, he's like the best basketball player of all time. But you know, that comes at a cost, man. You don't things like that don't just happen. You have the talent, and you got to put in you got to be dedicated more so than the people around you. You know what I mean? Just the way it is.
True.
So
Very true.
yeah. And I'm trying to think what else to say. I mean, dude, the performances are amazing. Like, it's lean, it's tight. Like, there's no wasted second in that movie. You know what I mean? Like, every single scene, and every single scene's a powerhouse. Just about. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
I can't say every single scene, but
Why? What?
well, okay. So the Nicole interactions with the girl, like their date, like I don't know, the whole thing.
He was awkward, I know.
Like here,
That's his
God,
character, bro.
Well,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
but
He's
like,
socially awkward.
You remember what was the movie with what was it, Drive? with
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I felt a
Gosling
little
and-
bit in that moment. You know.
Well, he's
And
autistic, man.
Is he?
That's the whole point.
Is he?
Well, I'm being sarcastic, but yeah, he's like, but, you know what I'm saying though? He's like, he has one thing on his mind. Literally, at the date, if I remember right, he's like, you know what the song is? So he's like,
right.
he's
yeah.
not,
He kind of like
he's not really there.
He nerded out for a moment.
He wants to fuck, but he's not really there. You know what I'm saying?
I just like I said, honestly, I feel like here's the thing with her. Nothing
Yeah.
against her as an actress or anything at all. Just more so like I felt like I didn't need it.
Yeah.
You know, like because I could already see how like he like how deep he was into
I
this
think
shit.
she
How
I think it adds to it though, because
I guess,
yeah.
but
she was
for
more of a
me,
character just for development, just to
Right.
show that he's really just dedicated to playing drums.
Because that's the
what
number
he
one
wants to do.
downfall of anybody that's like super talented, like as a woman. That's the number one downfall. They either fall in love and try to like start a family and just get away from whatever the dream they're chasing. Like that's a common tale throughout time, man.
Right.
And the people that actually are able to achieve, like they don't necessarily have to ignore him, but they gotta. The girl has to at least be okay with him being like, "You're number 4 on my list. You're not number 1." You know what I'm saying?
No.
And he understand. He laid it out for her, like, look, you know,
I'm on their second date.
I think
I know it wasn't their second date.
Yeah, it
but
was
still.
not to say it wasn't awkward, but it was also something that his character would do. It was true to his character. You know what I mean?
For me, it was just a little jarring how they went from the date to then the next time they hang out. Like he's like, so fuck you, like not fuck you, but like all right, like no, I respect it. I respect it because I'm like he was straight up like honestly, this is how I see this shit going down, and then he breaks down how like you know it would happen.
But I like when they did that scene, by the way. It showed her face.
Right.
And I was like, that's a great touch, you know, rather than showing him talking.
It's also like something the movie does really well to me. Everything that happens like with his music, like, and it mirrors his personal life. So like when he gets into what's J.K. Simmons' name in the movie?
Terrence
Fletcher. When he gets into Fletcher's band, like that's when he asks out that girl, and he was just seeing her like a week before with his dad there, and like he, you know, he had his head down or whatever. Dude, and he got that confidence, right? He got that immediately, and he immediately is like, I'm gonna go after her. You know what I mean? And then, but when he starts to struggle in the class, that's when he goes back to her and he's like, look, I need to get my shit together, basically. So like his mission is music, so it kind of, to me, it fits. Like to me, it's like it's actually really tight storytelling. Personally.
I mean, for you, it's just like there was no for you, you're satisfied.
And it was quick,
a little bit. Like my thing was like that was like she was like I mean, can we count this scene? She was in 3 scenes, right? Physically speaking.
Yeah.
You know.
One on the phone,
3 scenes.
Yeah.
Are you counting the one where she's just on the phone?
That's what I'm saying. Like, do I count that? That's why I was like, is it 3? Because I know for sure it's pretty much 3 scenes.
Her voice is there for like 2 lines essentially, because you can't really hear.
Either way, like I think it's see me personally, like I like that it's there, and I like that it's not enough where it's like it feels bloated. It's just like really tight. And
to me, it wouldn't it feel bloated if they would have had at least one more date, you know, something. Because for me, it's like all of a sudden, not even that.
She was just there,
right? It was like she was right,
Yeah.
and that like I felt like they wanted to do more with her, but then kind of were like, never mind. Which isn't a bad thing.
It taken away.
It paced it well. I'm not saying
away,
in the most worst way. For me though, I was just kind of like, okay,
yeah,
sure, all right.
I think it's just another way of showing his dedication. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's how I look at it. Yeah. I think
it's not even about her. It's like she's kind of superfluous.
Right. Yeah. It's the idea that he would rather give up the relationship and chase, trying to be with somebody than just rather play drums and chase the dream. You know.
Which again, I respect him. How he just broke it down like, so you're gonna tell me to stop playing. I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna stop playing.
I love how he assumed that though. He probably would have been better off. Honestly, he fucked up. He would have been better off just dude, play the fucking game. Just like tell her like this is what I'm doing, and like, but don't like fucking give her the stiff arm. He fucked up there.
Yeah, he was a little cold. He could have.
He was to the point of like being stupid. He was.
He could have phrased it all better. He got a little cocky, but I like that J.K. Simmons. What's his name? Fletcher just completely challenged him, broke him down. Yeah. That was the interaction between those two was just awesome throughout the entire time.
Yeah, dude, it's like that dichotomy because I've watched this movie a million times. Like the way like he needs acceptance and validation, Miles Teller.
Right.
And then Fletcher is like, he's just like meeting that with just fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, and he's just like, he's going to keep coming back for that abusive relationship because he wants to achieve something, you know what I mean? And it's so beautiful, man.
Well, once he realized that, his ego is not as important as actually putting it down and actually going to the next level.
Yeah.
Because that's what he did. He sold him out,
Mm-hmm.
He fucking succumbed to his ego, essentially, and just gave up.
Yeah.
So he came back and actually tried and went for it, and fucking killed it.
Yeah, and he died inside when he did that to him. He's like, I don't have that anymore. It's like Joker and Batman. It's like, I need you, man. I mean,
as a musician, like you don't fucking lose it. You don't. You can put it down for a while, but when you pick it back up, it comes back.
Dude, and when they meet back up in that jazz club or whatever, like,
yes,
dude,
yeah,
what a fucking scene. That's probably my favorite scene. Obviously, the finale is my favorite scene. But I think that's probably everybody's favorite scene because it's so fucking great.
That solo was fucking awesome.
Dude. But it's just like the progression through that scene too, and dude, and his dad.
If you're remotely into music, you need to watch this movie.
Shit.
Just for the fucking drumming alone.
That's honestly like a top 3 ending to me. Like it might be my favorite ending ever.
Top 3.
That ending, man. That finale. I'm telling you, man. Like when that happened, when I was in the theater and I was watching that, like I'll never forget like where I was and like the feeling I got from it. It's one of the few times I feel like that about the movie. So When I was walking out, I was like on a high, and I was like, dude, I like literally told myself, I'm like, dude, that's the best finale I've ever seen. Like, it was just so, it had everything, man. It's on YouTube. It's like 9 to 10 minutes or something. I watch it every so often. I'll put it on YouTube.
Just put that on.
Yeah, like, I'll just watch it over again. Dude, and it's like the progression, like, and it's like, dude, and the questions of like, did he set this up the whole time? Like, was he like trying to get this out of him the whole time? And he knew that he had it? Because like, you know, in the beginning, like that kid, the kid that I think he was playing some wind instrument. I can't remember, but like
the trumpet guy.
Yeah. He was like, when he yells out of tune, da da da, and he didn't even kick the guy out that was on the wrong. He kicked the guy out that he knew didn't have grit. It wasn't gonna fucking fight him back. It wasn't gonna be like, bitch, this is my fucking role. You know what I mean? This is my part, whatever. You know what I mean? Like he had to like weed him out like that. Oh man, I just love the characters. I love the sentiment behind it. I love when he comes into the other class, the symphonic band, and just basically is like, no.
Yeah.
It was just awesome.
I will say the only other thing that I was just kind of like,
and it's great. It's great questions. Yeah, that was weird. It's great questions though too that it brings up. Like, do you need to do that? Do you need to face adversity like that in order to get great? Do you need to? And like, I think that's something that it's probably different for everybody, honestly, but it probably does bring out the best at the end of the day.
My thing too was the him getting into that car crash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Like he like literally was like this motherfucker.
Yeah, think about the implications afterward, bro.
T-boned, right?
Leaving the scene of an accident.
Yeah.
You know, right.
Even
so much
even though he
happened
was
there.
The victim,
and
you
he's
know?
and it
He's
was
just
a
like, fuck
rental
this
car
shit.
and God, okay. Maybe this is me just being picky. How old do you have to be to rent a car?
25.
He was 19.
Is that a Florida thing or is that federal?
I don't know.
That's true. It might be
because that.
I don't know, but they were in New York.
Okay.
They're probably
if I'm not
strict,
mistaken.
I would imagine.
If I'm not mistaken, that I'm not 100% sure.
Anybody knows them,
but
please let us know.
That's the thing that kind of threw me off a little bit, and maybe I don't know if it was supposed to or not. But like,
yeah. Well, that's the kind of stuff in movies I don't personally don't even care about.
Well, because everything else seemed more like, you know,
down to earth. Real.
Yeah, down to earth, grounded. You know, like they're trying to like real dig deep in shit. And then they're like, he mentions that he's 19, he's the youngest dude in the class, and this and that, and here he is renting a car.
Yeah. What? Yeah, it's true.
And so if he was 19, all this happened within the span of a few months, as far as they dictated, because they didn't they just put.
Oh, he wasn't 25.
Yeah. No, yeah, he wasn't.
Well, that and then in the summer when he goes to see him at the bar, he was drinking with him.
Oh, it might have been some time since then. Actually, I could see that. I don't know. And plus, they're not.
How much time though?
Yeah, but look at him too. Like
they never really.
He's going into a fancy jazz club. They're not gonna ID him. Come on, bro. Like this isn't the fucking Pulse Club or whatever the fuck. Like
they're like, you know what, fuck it. But yeah, yeah, it is what it is. So
damn, man, you look at like little weird stuff, man. That's weird.
No. It's not weird. It's not weird. You know why? Because you do this shit all the time your damn self.
Yeah, but
nothing. Nothing.
It does nothing.
No. I got it. Bo's right though. You guys nitpick each other sometimes.
You find too much shit sometimes.
That's a nitpicky nitpick, in my opinion.
But no.
My
Bo has the
nitpicks
point
aren't
though.
nitpicky.
It is a weird like it's not necessarily like a plot
being
hole
silly.
because it's like it doesn't really except for the car rental.
Dude,
I
you can
guess,
explain it away easy. It's fucking.
And like, bro, the timeline of how much time he had to get there and how he rented the car and all that shit within like 30 minutes.
It said 9 minutes away, and we started warming up 11 minutes or something like that, or he's going to be on the stage in 11 minutes. There's no way he'd get back there, and it's 18-minute travel.
No, how do you know how far? Oh yeah, because it had the GPS or something.
There was that whole
sequence. Apple Maps they project ahead. I'm just saying.
Plus, he's pretty much concussed after that. You know,
like to get here, it told me like 40 minutes. I got here in 35. Some shit like that.
Right. You know, a little bit off.
So you got a 5-minute gap. I'm just saying, like toward the end, especially, like it'll start. If he's using Apple, I don't know what he was using.
But no, I'm not
explaining it away.
Hand waving it away.
It
wasn't enough for it wasn't enough for me to be like this movie is stupid or this is a waste of time.
Trash.
Like, well, I'm turning this off. I don't give a fuck. It was like I was just like, wait, what?
Just got you like, huh?
So what is okay? So starting with you, Red. What's your favorite scene?
I mean, I think it's a given. It's the end, the finale. But I love the jazz scene because like every time I watch it after too, I'm like thinking about his motivations. Like he knows he's gonna fuck this kid over. Like, but it could also be that he's like really playing chess, and he's like, I'm gonna fuck him over, and maybe he still could be my buddy Rich. Otherwise, he wouldn't fuck around with it. Probably he might have moved on. So it's like, you know. I love that, and I love the acting there. I love him explaining his methods to him, you know, and being like, "Look, you need that guy to fucking push you." What do you say? He's like the
worst thing two words they can say is
two
goodbye.
words. That's what it was.
Yeah,
good job.
it's good job.
Yeah. Good job.
And that's what his dad says to him. If I'm not
you
mistaken,
listen to his dad, and how like at the end it passes the torch basically. Like his dad's like, he ain't mine no more. He's his. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that
it's
and doesn't he tell him good job when he's about to walk out?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. I believe so. I wish I would have watched it again. Yeah.
I think he might have.
It would make sense. Yeah. Dude, like, and his dad is the most. You don't want to say mediocre, but you just like, you know,
really Paul Reiser
he's very like.
He was supportive though.
He loves unconditionally, and that's the thing that's terrifying about the movie. Almost is like, is that actually a detriment to what he could become? You know what I mean? That's the questions that this movie brings up for me, and I'm like, to me, it's fascinating. It's like while you like want people to have unconditional love from their parents, the most interesting people I've ever met don't even fucking know their parents half the time. So it's like, what's really beneficial to building character?
Interesting.
Interesting. True. And I love that you have Fletcher, and then you have his dad, and they kind of like are polar opposites of what. And he goes this direction. If you even like. There's little things about the movie too, man. Like this is what you would call nitpicky, but like but like he's wearing a white T-shirt in the beginning, and at the end he's in all black. And he's dressed like pretty much just like Fletcher, and it just shows that transition. And over time, like if you watch him, what he's wearing, it like goes from light to dark. So, and it's just him becoming
right.
You know, and the way he like. I don't know if this is like accurate for musicians or whatever, like jazz drummers, but like the way he leans over the kit, just the
that posture. Yeah, it's pretty physically demanding, honestly.
Well, yeah, I mean,
especially to play like that nonstop, and do it, like he didn't hit every fucking note.
Yeah,
like,
I wonder how much was him and how much was any type of.
That's pretty talented drumming.
You know,
my grandpa was a jazz drummer a long time ago.
Holy shit!
He wasn't anything like that, but he was good. You know, it was really cool. But like that shit, that's like another level right there.
But yeah, I'm in love with the movie. Basically, that's my favorite scene is the jazz club scene. I'm gonna give it a 9.8.
All right.
I do want to point out that song Whiplash was awesome, by the way.
Yeah. One second. Before we get to Chuck, real quick earlier. Fuzzy was talking about putting Lightyear on the wheel. Bro, if like realistically, again, if you come to the next following show, like on Monday at 8 o'clock, you want to see us review it, throw it on the fucking wheel, bro.
Right.
I literally tell everybody every Friday, every time I've been doing it since I came up with the idea, and I've officially solidified by making it the following Monday so it's easy to remember. You just show up and you're in the chat and you say the movie or show.
This following Monday.
Just try to keep it on the main platforms like Max and Netflix and Hulu and Prime.
HBO Max has some good shit.
Yeah, so try to keep it on those platforms, please. That's just easier for everybody. Yeah. It's a lot more accessible for everybody. But yeah, all right. And then Brand just said my back hurts just thinking of it.
Are you talking about
that producer stance?
Are you thinking about the drumming posture? Because that shit's like hunchback, like over the set, you know.
Yep. Yeah, I was watching. You watch him play, and plus you could tell like he really learned how to play, which is crazy.
Well, you see it in the scene where he's trying to push them to do the 400, hits. Like that shit is crazy fast. It's almost practically blast beats on the cymbal. It is. I mean,
bro, we got to talk about the fucking Fletcher spits bars, man.
Yeah, his lines are great.
His lines, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised, honestly, they put it out like, because it came out relatively recently. It was like 4 years ago or something.
It was a while back. Yeah.
5 years maybe.
Fuzzy, it is on Disney Plus.
Yeah, why does my fucking phone chat not stay connected?
We could do Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney Plus is fine too.
Disney Plus works. But they're going up in price, bro. You saw that?
Yeah, a lot of shit is. But what, Chuck? What was your favorite scene?
I just want to point out the dinner scene.
Oh.
I love it. That was great because I've been in awkward situations where people are like, oh, you're learning music. What is that going to do? Like, what kind of career are you going to do that? How much money are you going to make doing that? It's just like, it's not about the fucking money. You know, it's about doing what you love. And, like, I hate that shit. And I love the way he handled himself. It was a little pretentious in a way, but at the same time, he just completely shut down. I guess that's his stepdad. Right?
I guess they didn't explain who that was.
They didn't. I kind of think that was his mom.
I would
and,
right.
Like,
I feel like that was
maybe
something like that.
I
right?
can't remember honestly.
Well, that was the other thing too.
If they said something, I might have missed it.
That would have been
again,
another. That was, and thank you for because that.
Who cares?
Well, no, not even that. Like,
That's
the.
It
That's
still
the
got
thing.
the point across,
Yeah,
but
it gets
you're
the
right
point
though. It didn't
Right.
explain
This
us because
is
I kind of sat there. I was like,
storytelling.
wait, who is this now?
Yeah. No, they're like, and that's why I can't be like giving it the highest score ever because I wanted to really give a really high score, but there was these little things, bro.
The nectar of the gods.
The Diet Mountain Lightning.
The trailer
But
park
no,
guys,
like for
baby.
real, like it's those little things, you know.
Fletcher
just
drinks this.
Those tiny little,
Good Diet Mountain
you know.
Lightning.
But can you tell me who that was, though, Red? Can you tell me?
What?
Can you tell me who that was?
The other guy?
Yeah,
He's probably his
it a
dad's a cuck,
stepdad?
so it's probably his stepdad, bro.
Brothers.
I'm guessing it's a
Uncle?
stepdad. I don't know. It makes
Yeah.
sense to me. But I do like that scene either way. You know, the point came across.
The point is he
No, it did.
He looks at his
Yeah.
family, and you nitpick my shit so much.
Not even. Just these couple
I couldn't keep a
things.
straight
It feels
face
like a
saying it.
therapy session at this point. That scene was awesome. I love the scene where he challenged all three drummers to play super fucking fast.
Oh yeah, it was great.
That was great.
Yeah.
But my favorite scene is the end because that whole thing was just awesome. Especially because he kind of took control. Like, no, I'm cueing you in.
Dude. Oh yeah.
That shit was
There's
awesome.
so much, dude. My favorite.
When
still of
Fletcher
the
realized
movie.
what he was doing, he's just like, oh,
Yeah.
I got you.
And then when he gets on him and he's like,
And he hits the symbol, it comes off, and he runs over and fixes it and everything. It shows
Yeah.
like he knows what he's doing. Okay.
it's like, dude, no, he's actually nurturing to what he wants to be, man. That's what people. That's like,
Because it was all because of that scene there where they had the talk where Fletcher is like, I'm trying to push people. I never found my Charlie Parker, you know?
it's poetic, man. And he even there's like indications that the guy that killed himself, partially it's a result of how
Well,
hard
didn't-
he pushed him.
He didn't
Yeah.
kill himself. He got into
Or he got it. Well,
car
he said he got
accident.
in an accident, but he actually killed. Didn't he actually?
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
they
that's
said.
what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and that was part of the investigation.
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
what he was saying because he didn't want to look like he didn't want to have to explain the shit away, I guess, to his students.
An accident.
Oops.
Either way.
Oops, he hung himself.
Despite like those weird issues that I didn't really kind of think about because I was
Yeah.
kind of sucked into the story.
Dude,
I
watch it.
really liked it a lot.
It rewards repeat viewings. Every time I see it, man, I see something new. I swear. Like
If you're a music lover at all, like it's worth watching. Because that Whiplash song, by the way, was written in 14/8 timing. I kind of looked at that. That's fucking ridiculous.
Okay, so that's
That
why
is-
he's always
it's
fast.
Yeah, it's really weird because there's a lot of weird upbeats and shit. I don't know. It's a weird timing.
That's why he's like bleeding and shit. Fucking, I gotta get it. Perfect.
Blood and sweat.
He's like
it happens
punching
with the
snare.
drums, you know, with the sticks, because it runs your skin pretty raw after a while.
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah, great movie, honestly. I liked it a lot.
All right, what's your score?
Great movie, great acting, great cinematography. I'd probably give it like a 9.1. It really,
Hell yeah.
I think it's gonna sit well with me because I think as a music lover and just not being in to the point of that competition, because I've been in a lot of competition and other shit, but like not to that point. But just, you know, witnessing it from that perspective and everything, and trying to see the top of the top, I really liked it the way they did that.
True.
I thought it was a good story, despite those weird issues that Bo was trying to bring the score down on.
Not even,
I see
man.
it now.
Not
I see
even.
it now.
He's
I
gotta
see the look
find
on his
something.
face.
Not even, man. Not even.
with my shit.
But I liked it. I liked it a lot.
All right. All right. So for me, all right. Favorite scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Anything with the girl.
No.
She's so hot.
I'm gonna go with when he proves how badass he is by not needing the music. With their first like big tournament or whatever or
I think it's for
competition,
Caravan. Yeah.
where he loses somehow. Which that was another thing. I was like, really?
Yeah, who took that?
Well, right. Like, was
I
that
think Fletcher did somehow.
maybe?
Yeah.
You know. But that was nothing. Like that was really quick. Like,
It was a
unless
little quick.
It was
that was
really quick.
that was
You know.
that's a good nitpick, honestly, because like I didn't know exactly. Maybe
I
it's
thought-
like shot that way to like for the viewer to feel the same thing he felt, where it's like, dude, it was right there. You know what I mean?
Right,
But
exactly.
It's going to be Fletcher picking it up at one point.
And
You're
that
like,
could be
you
it,
know,
Because
too.
what are you gonna do?
But
Like
they never said
extend the
anything
scene
about
out
it.
another minute of just him drinking on a soda?
Right, yeah, and that's he took a couple of swigs.
Like you'd be sitting there like, okay,
I think they probably could have written that in a little bit better.
I mean,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
the thing. I don't. Well, like,
it's probably a filmmaker's choice because it would be awkward otherwise.
right,
Yeah.
and you know, it does. Like I said, it's not something that ruined it. It just emphasizes now that this kid is a fucking G. Like he went in there and murdered that shit with no fucking music, and then the next day, he's like, how he's just low key. He's just like, what do you? You're the alternate. What are you sitting there for?
Yeah. Well, dude, also like
that shit was like his burn again. Yes, you're correct. All of his burns were fucking on point. There's a lot of things we can't say here, but like
the calculator one.
the calculator, bro.
Yeah, bro. When I heard that, I was like, bro, this is on another level.
Yeah, no,
that's really
like,
funny.
but yeah,
Right,
that
right.
scene, that whole thing, that was epic as fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, that shit was.
Everybody
cool as
knows
fuck.
I say calculator. You get
Right.
It. I'm gonna say it out loud.
But
No.
so, but everything like yeah, it was well paced. Like I have only had my little quirks with it. It didn't take me out of it to be like this movie's fucking shitty. You know, like no, it was a good product. Like this is a good movie. Like the performances were solid.
I think it's everybody's best
You know.
performance in that movie. That,
yeah, like they nailed it. They did.
Simmons' best performance and Miles Teller's best performance.
Well, for me, Simmons will
I
always
love the
be
ending. The way they
fucking
cut it.
JJ.
The way they cut it right at the end.
Fucking
Dude,
Jay
my favorite
Jonathan.
still is him.
was-
Like when Fletcher's looking at him right before the last note, or right before the last bit, whatever, how you say it, and he's just like zoom in on his eyes.
But yeah,
That's all I
like
see, man. It's ingrained.
it was a good film. Like no doubt. I was pleasantly surprised even with my little grapes. So definitely a solid 8.5.
Hell yeah, man! Fuck yeah!
8.5 for sure. I would the 0.5 is because of all the little things, all those tiny little things. That was
Bro,
the 0.5 for me.
Anything 8 and above is like
Yeah.
I just thought it was a solid story. Just
Yeah, no, it was like even with the little gripes, like, cause like my thing too is like this motherfucker really rolled out the car, grabbed his sticks, ran. He said a couple of blocks, and somehow still got there within like a few minutes to spare, bro. Like, what is this, Ferris Bueller? Like, come on,
Right.
like. But even so, it was still a good movie.
I think
Like,
a lot of the choices made with time like that, like even with the sheets of music, like you said,
right.
like I think that was well, I think it's like super well edited, but I also think that's a choice stylistically to like make things more frantic, to make it feel like you're kind of like disoriented a little bit. Like I said, every scene, man, like, and this is by design, ratchets up the tension. Like every scene is like a little bit more stakes, a little bit more like until you get to that final, that finale where like he comes at him and he's like, actually we're playing this. You know what I'm saying?
And that
like,
upswing, by
yo,
the way.
dude, the second you hear him say,
fast.
open this sheet of music, I can't remember what the name was.
Upswing.
Upswing.
Yeah.
When he said to play that, and then, dude, the second you see him like fiddling around, I was like, oh my. I'll never forget that feeling.
400, by the way, is ridiculously fast to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really fucking fast.
But yeah, I liked it. I did. I did not hate it. I just had my little things with it.
We had some
are fair.
That's a consensus right there.
Yeah, no, it's a good
Go
movie. I
watch that
recommend
shit.
it.
What was
HBO Max.
What was your score, man?
9.8. I'm like in love with it.
Right.
It's like I said, it's like a top 3
That
ending
movie's
to me all
gonna
the time.
it is gonna stick with me. I feel like I'm gonna think about that
Well, yeah,
tomorrow.
and I mean, obviously, since
'Cause I did watch
musicians
this
and
earlier
shit,
today.
for sure, like musicians. Yeah.
My little point too is probably
uh,
for stuff like, like the time issue with him getting back to the competition.
Well, and like I said, it's not the biggest of deal. It was just kind of like, okay.
But I felt that too when I was.
Guess that's what we're doing.
The first time I watched it, I was like, wait a minute, what's the time? Like I was actually thinking about like, no, that's not right.
Like, that shit doesn't necessarily add up, but okay, whatever. I'm here for the ride now. Like, you got me. We're good. And yes, that finale was amazing. He hits him in the face with the symbol and everything. Like, that shit was like when he took over. I was like, oh, okay, take over.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. But what I loved is when he.
so many
That's
good
why he.
scenes
That's
in that
why he
movie.
loved him though, man, and that's why I
Yeah.
love this movie because like
He was like, you know what? Look at me.
he was
Look at me.
building this.
I'm the conductor now.
Yeah. But dude, he was coaxing this out of him from the beginning. That's the thing that's beautiful. And then like when you see it all come to fruition, and he's looking at him and he's like, you got it, and he's like, I got it, and it's just like, you did it, buddy. I'm just getting pumped right now just thinking about it. It's so fucking
He
good,
was
man.
like,
Caravan
Simmons
is
was
a
like, my dick can
classic
only get
jazz
so
song,
hard.
too.
But excuse me,
Yeah.
sorry.
And
All
dude,
right, but yeah,
like for sure, J.K.
great
Simmons' best performance, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he
was
was pretty
best.
amazing
It was
as
definitely
J.J.
really up
Jones.
J.J. Jones?
But he kills it in everything,
Spider-Man.
Jameson.
Oh yeah, he was great in that one.
Yeah, he kills.
That's more so a joke. No, this is probably one of his best performances. But just for me, I will always.
He's
just,
great in everything.
Magnetic though, man. Like every time he's on the screen, you're like, this
No, he
fucking
does.
guy.
He kills it. Every time he's there, he shows up. Even as the
Dad in
Gordon.
Juno, even the dad in Juno, like I didn't really care for the movie, but he was the best part because he's just like I don't know.
Yeah,
he steals every scene for me.
He really do.
He does.
All right,
He's
so we're
fucking
about
great.
to jump into this Jackbox. I'm gonna go ahead here and
Jackety Jack.
turn off this music.